All right. Hey, everyone. So, welcome to our casual coffee chat where we like to be casual, chill, and chat, right? And it's just a great day. And this is such an awesome opportunity for us to share just the behind the scenes with Soul. And after you sit with us, after you watch this, whatever, you're going to be like, oh, now I know why they do that. That's what you're going to say. So you may be here joining us here, which is amazing. You may be watching this on the recording, or whatnot. And just the first thing I want you to do is really just thank the person that brought you here. Thank the person that sent this to you, whatever that looks like, because the family that is in Soul is just where they're like all in. Like this is like heart and soul. This is family. This is friends. And we don't, I know me, like I don't just share this with anyone. I'm very protective of this space. So if you're in this space, it's a big deal. Big deal. And Jordan, I want to share just with you quick. You may
Yeah,
have heard that we meet every morning. At we meet every
Sunshine
morning and
Crew or whatever we call
yeah.
ourselves.
And we make up words, right? So one of the things that we've been doing is we've been gratituding, right? And every morning we start with gratitude. And what was really cool this morning was about the gratitude, like how when we bring gratitude, it just filters into other people. And as I got a shower today, which was awesome, I was thinking about that of like how perfect that this morning's gratitude in was on the ripple effect and that we're having this call today, because literally that's what Soul is and that's what we're all about is the ripple effect of from here to the entire world. So we're super excited to share it with us. And Jordan is here. He is our wicked tall VP and he is amazing and he loves to hang out with us. And he's going to share a lot of the behind the scenes stuff with Soul. So even if you're currently a specialist, if you're new to the Soul family, if you have no idea like what the heck is even Soul, you're going to learn something new. Even if you've been here forever, you're probably going to learn something new. Okay. So Jordan, take it over, my friend.
Thank you. And just to clear the air a little bit, even with Paige wearing heels, I'm still taller than her. So everybody be clear on that too.
Yes.
I've got that. Win under my belt. All right. No, this is awesome. I love getting on with you guys. A lot of familiar faces here, a few new ones as well. So we'll just kind of go over the basics of Soul and why we are here and what we're doing. And then if you guys have any questions at any moment, always feel free to chime in and just say, hey, can you clarify this for me? Or I got a question, because we love that. I'd much rather hear your questions and hear what you guys have to say than hear what I have to say. So to give you a little bit of background on Soul, we've been around now for 9 years, coming up right on 9 years. And it's been an awesome journey so far. We've had an awesome opportunity to have a lot of you join the Soul family and to participate in just helping us achieve our mission of just helping people become the best version of themselves. We love that mantra because I don't know anybody as of yet that can say they've finally achieved it. They've become the best they can possibly become, and that's it. There's no more, and just cross that off the list, right? And so we all have that same desire just to become the best version. And the cool thing too is that it can take you from wherever you're at to a higher place. Like there's no real starting point for somebody. They can be on any realm of that spectrum, and we still will find ways to be able to help them. And we do that in a lot of ways. Everything from emotionally to physically to nutritionally to socially to financially, whatever they're looking for, we can find something that can help them out. And I wouldn't say that we have the most the largest group or the largest product offering, but I would say we probably have the most comprehensive, in that if you need something, there's somebody in the Soul family that can help you out, and there's a product that can help you out as well. So they kind of go hand in hand. When we came about, we wanted to make sure that we weren't just another company, and we kind of saw a need out there for a company that really focused on the mind-body connection. There's a lot of people that are struggling, especially now, with the mental side of things and the emotional side of things. And anybody who is doing well physically, you could be a bodybuilder and and be able to bench press a car or run 1,000,000 miles. But if you're struggling with the mental side of things, you're struggling with depression or anxiety or different things going on there, it'd be hard to consider yourself fully healthy. And the same thing is true on the opposite end of that, right? You could be a genius, but if you're struggling with your health and your physical things that got going on, whether it be diabetes or anything else, or you're not sleeping well or anything going on digestive system, it could be hard to consider yourself healthy there too. So we like the connection between the two. We know that the things we put in our body affect how we think and how we feel, and we also know the things that the way we feel and think can also affect how we feel in our body. So it goes both ways. So we want to make sure that we're in a good spot and that we're able to just take care of everybody and put them in a position to become the best version of themselves. With that, we figured we probably ought to give you guys the best products available to do that. And so one thing that we really focus on, and well, two things we focus on with our quality, is purity and potency. Two words you'll probably hear a lot from us as we talk about things. The number one thing there with purity, of course, is that we want to make sure we're giving you stuff that is only what we say it is. We don't want any mold or dust or dirt or filler or any other garbage in there that's not supposed to be in there. And so when we receive all of our raw ingredients, we have a third party do testing for us to make sure that there's nothing in there that shouldn't be in there. We love the third party testing because they really have no skin in the game. They don't care if it passes the test. We pay them either way. And so they're able to just give us their honest assessment of what it is and if it's good. And if it passes that first test of, yes, it is pure and there's nothing in it that shouldn't be, then we do the second test, which is potency, making sure that what's in it actually has the levels of actives in it that you guys need in order to feel a difference. There's a lot of companies out there who do a lot of products, and sometimes you'll look and see that you may be taking one capsule and it has 100 ingredients on the back of the bottle. And so you have to ask yourself, how many of each ingredient could possibly be in that capsule I'm taking or in that scoop that I'm taking? And so it gives you a little bit of an idea of how much. Some people just like putting stuff on bottles and boxes and bags so they can just say that it's in there, but then you have to really ask yourself how much is in there. So we just let science figure that out for us. They tell us that if 400 milligrams of a certain product is the effective dose, and that's what we stick with. So we don't have to make stuff up to go along with that. And so we really focus on those two things, purity and potency. You'll hear us talk about that a lot, making sure that things are exactly what they're supposed to be and they're in the quantity that will make a difference for all of you. Do you have any questions on any of that before we jump into more stuff? We're going to do kind of a 10,000 foot level view as we talk about stuff. And then if you guys want me to dive in more, we can do that. But Kristen is a little bit of a slave driver, and I want to make sure I hit her time requirements. So we are going to do our darndest. Right, Kristen?
I'm on it. I got my timer.
I know. I keep seeing peek down at the timer. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. You can just wave your hand at me. I can see all you at once. So how do we then get the product out to people? I've been a part of network marketing companies now for, it's almost 16 years. And so one thing that we love about network marketing is that it gives an opportunity for all of you to build something and to create something. And there's really two ways you can look at business. I can either pay salespeople to go out and sell a product and spend most of my money in marketing to make sure that they have something to sell. Or I can reward people like you who are doing your own marketing and you're having your own testimonials and your own experiences, and just cut out the salesperson and just have you guys reap the benefits of that. And so over the years of seeing so many lives change, not only with the product, but also with the business opportunity, we just love that opportunity to help people grow and just to run their own thing. And the thing we always talk about here is that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So you have a ton of opportunity to join teams like this that will give you the support and the know-how that you need in order to accomplish whatever level of success you're looking for. For some people, it's just they just want to help enough people that maybe they can make enough money to cover the cost of their own product. Others have much bigger plans. They want to retire their husband or their wife and be able to stay at home and just enjoy doing this full time. Others want it just a little side gig, maybe covering up for their car payment or for their home. And whatever your job or your career options or whatever you got going on right now, this can always be a great option as an add-on as well, or a full-time thing if you're interested in that too. So it's kind of a fun deal there. And it's to be honest, I've been on both sides of the spectrum where I've been a distributor before. I've worked in the executive side of this. I've also worked regular jobs as well. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot more fun working with you guys. And I consider my job to remove as many obstacles for you guys as possible, so you guys can just run and accomplish whatever you want to do. I don't consider myself a police officer or a rule maker and just want to sit there to make sure you guys have to do certain things. Quite the opposite. I want to come up with you guys and collaborate with you guys to figure out ways that you guys can grow and to accomplish whatever you need and give you the tools to do that. So if you ever have any suggestions, I'm all ears. There's nothing sacred here in that you can talk about anything and we can help each other with anything. You're not going to offend me. So just let me have whatever you got and let's see if we can make it better. So integrated marketing. I have my little note here, Kristen. I want you to know I'm following it to the T. I'm not going to go. I know how it goes. So integrated marketing. There's a network marketing, something you've heard. Sometimes people get a little nervous about that, and so they'll call it things like MLM or relationship marketing or whatever they want to call it. We take a little bit of a different spin on that, and we call it integrative marketing because for us, we have those that just want to do a pure network marketing side of it, where they just want to sign up friends and family and associates and run it from home and do all that, which is wonderful. We also like to give the opportunity to those that have like an herb shop or a massage therapy clinic or a chiropractor or a more formalized business that is more interested in having clients and serving them than actually signing people up in a business. And so with that, we offer what we call a high dollar override. So if somebody wants to just buy a bunch of product and then sell it at retail or a wholesale or whatever they want to sell it for, we give them a rebate at the end of the month to help cover the difference. So they're able to essentially make their profit off of the rebate we give them. It's a cash rebate. It's just like a commission for you guys, but it's a cash rebate at the end of the month that helps them kind of cover costs and be able to function properly without having an organization or a formal organization. And so we're not real nervous about whatever anybody has. We keep everything out of like name brand stores. You'll never find us in Walmart or Costco or places like that. But if you have like a small herb shop in town or a clinic of some sort, we love having those be associated with us as well. Really, the true power in this though is being able to duplicate what goodness you guys bring and helping others to do the same. And so whatever you have, if you have some sort of a system to help people get going and learn how to share and how to build, that's going to be the easiest and most beneficial way for you guys to grow and to truly grow your business. There's a lot of ways, obviously, to earn in a business like this. As we mentioned before, we got the high dollar override. If you're interested in just buying a lot of product yourself and selling it, that works for some. You can also build a business and earn commissions off of orders that are placed underneath you every month. We also have what we call a Solle Quick commission, which is for enrollment orders. So the first time you sign somebody up, if they order at least $100 in product, then you're going to get a nice Solle Quick commission the following Friday after you sign them up. And so it kind of gets money in the pocket quickly, so people can get excited about that and see some results quickly. So kind of a cool thing. The thing we were interested in, though, is that in a lot of companies, you'll find, especially if you've been a part of a network marketing company before, you'll have issues where you'll have somebody who comes into the company and you think they're going to do amazing things, and maybe they do for a short time, but then for whatever reason, they decide that it's just not for them anymore and they kind of quit on you. And the tricky thing we found with that is that sometimes they'll have an organization underneath them, and then all of a sudden you have all these people that are kind of stuck underneath this dead leg, as we call it. Like there's just nothing going on underneath there. And there's nothing you could really do about it in companies. And so you'd kind of be stuck with maybe a rank that you're not able to achieve or volume that you'd like to get paid on, but you're not, or whatever that might look like, depending on the company. Well, if we're really truly going to say that this is your business, we don't want you to have to worry about things like that. If you're managing your own store and you have a manager who's not doing anything anymore, you make changes so you can continue to be successful. And we allow that same sort of a mindset here in Solle, in that at any time you can move anybody in your organization that you personally brought into your organization. And so it gives you an opportunity to truly maximize things to your benefit and to help others out. So let me give you an example of something, how that might work. So let's say I'm in the business and I sign up Kristen and she's doing some amazing things and she's getting going quickly, and she's hitting her goals and just doing great things. At the end of the month, I look and I see I have Corinne in my downline as well, and she's doing well. She's a brand new sign up, and I'm excited for her to continue to grow and look to learn. And so I may call Kristen and say, hey, Kristen, I just signed up Corinne. I'm really excited about her. I think she's going to do some amazing things. So I want to put her underneath you. I'm going to let you mentor her. I'm going to let you get paid on her volume, and just as if you had signed her up yourself. And I'm going to leave her there as long as you continue to move and to grow and accomplish the goals that you want. If at any time you decide that's not an option for you and you're kind of done, that's wonderful. I'll just go ahead and pull her out and move her underneath somebody else so they can continue to grow. So you can use it as kind of a reward system for those that are doing some good things and to help build. Because all of a sudden, Corinne's volume counts underneath Kristen, and Kristen is now hitting new ranks and hitting new goals that before may have been a little bit of a slower trajectory for her. Others will just do it by a month-to-month basis. They'll say, hey, I'm going to put her underneath you for this month to help you hit a goal. I'm going to go ahead and I'll pull her out after the month is over just to see where you're at and see if we can see what next month looks like or whatever that looks like, right? And so it gives you an opportunity to just help others and to truly manage the business according to how you want to manage it. And so that's kind of a cool thing as well. And that's, as far as we know, we're the only company that allows you to do that in perpetuity. Some companies will let you do it for the first week or two after somebody signs up until you permanently place them. But for us, we realize that, life happens and things can change, and it can be 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road when something may happen, or they just decide they don't want to be a part of it or whatever it may be. So we let you manage that yourself. And that's something you can do yourself. You can just move it whenever you'd like. We also have the SMART plan is what we call our monthly commission payout system. And we call it the SMART plan because, again, this is kind of unique to Solle. I haven't seen anybody do this yet. We like to pay you our highest percentages on your highest volume levels. And so when you first sign up in the company, you may have your first level or your second level is going to be the highest because that's maybe all you have. But as you continue to grow, 1 month it might be your third level has the highest volume. So on your third level, we'll pay you our highest percentage, which could be up to 15% on the volume on that level. And then the next highest level, we'll pay you our second highest percentage. And on our third highest level, we'll pay you our third, all the way down through 7 levels. And so each month we relook at that to see where your volume is, to make sure we maximize it for you so you're getting paid the highest monthly commission possible each month. And that's something that we just do automatically. It's in the system, so you don't even have to worry about that and try to fret over it and try to figure that out. There are ways to maximize it a little bit. If you have some volume that's kind of hanging out there on a lower level, you can move it up to a higher level and get paid a little bit higher percentage on that. But as you continue to grow and see that evolve, pretty soon you're getting paid your highest volume on your 5th, 6th, 7th levels, and you're doing really well with that. So again, kind of a unique thing to Solle. I haven't seen anybody else do it. It takes quite a bit of calculating with the engine we have, but it's been kind of a cool thing to see. Also, we like to help you guys. As Kristen mentioned, she's car shopping right now. We'd love to help you guys out and do a little marketing by what you drive. And so once you hit the rank of 15K, you're able to earn what we call a car bonus. And then we pay you each month for that car. So you can go ahead and get whatever car you want. We obviously want you to have it represent something good and be good looking car, so people will see it and want to be a part of what you got going on. And so we send you decals and we let you swag it up a little bit so people know a little bit about what it's about. I've seen a ton of different decals out there. Some are really gaudy and dumb looking. We like to keep it really nice and clean. There's a nice little swoosh and a little Solle Naturals thing. Like it looks clean and professional. So we want you guys to represent something good. We also have trips. We call them destination events. Some great incentive trips here in the next, what are we? Probably 35 days, 36 days away from going to Florida now. We call it Solle to Solle. Now, Solle, S-O-L-L-E, is the name of our company, and Solle, S-O-L, is how you say sun in Spanish. So it's kind of a fun play on words. So we call it our Solle to Solle incentive trip. And what we do there is if you achieve some growth incentive kind of markers during a certain period of time, we love to take you during the cold doldrums of winter to someplace warm to sit on a beach and just to enjoy the heck out of the Solle family. And so it's just an awesome opportunity. We like to open it up for everybody. And so no matter what rank you're at, you're able to achieve that. And depending on what rank you're at, you can achieve different levels, all the way up to, you know, 2 people, all paid expenses, airfare, the resort, everything, including even an extra day spending time with us, you know, and it's just a cool thing. This year we're going down due to COVID and everything. We're going to be staying stateside. So we're going down to Destin, Florida. Which if you've ever been down there, it's beautiful, white sandy beaches. It's gorgeous. And then next year we're going to Cancun. Cancun's a lot of fun because we got the whole all-inclusive, all your drinks, all your meals, everything covered and paid for. The beach is literally a stone's throw from your room, and it's white, beautiful sandy beaches, and it's just awesome. So ask your mentor, whoever invited you to this, for more information on that. The qualification period starts on April 1st, and so it hasn't even started yet. So you all have an opportunity to be able to qualify to come with us on that trip next February. So look forward to that. We also like to get together as Solle family. We have conventions that we like to do. We have a bunch of different kind of destination events that we like to do. Some we call conventions, others we call summits. Sometimes we call it a leadership retreat, just depending on what we feel like the need is out there in our Solle family. So our next Solle convention is coming up in Orlando in August. The price actually goes up if you guys want to go with us. The price goes up at the end of the month. So again, talk to the person who invited you to this, get yourself a ticket and come spend time with us. It's just an awesome deal. We love getting together as a Solle family, and there's so much synergy and wonderful things that happen when we're together. We're right downtown, like Disney area. There's shuttles that take you to the parks. If you guys want to bring your family and go see the parks while you're there, we give you some free time in the middle of the convention to make sure you guys can see some of the sites that are there in Orlando. And tickets are super cheap to get to Orlando right now. If you guys haven't seen, like, it's ridiculous, really. You can get there so cheap. It's crazy. So come be with us there. We also like to do, with COVID and everything that's gone on, webinars and Zoom have been like a mainstay for most people. We are no different. We like to connect with you guys. We have a few different things we like to do each month. We have one, we call it a happy hour. And what we do there is we invite some of you leaders that have been doing some awesome things to share how you're sharing the products and the business opportunity, and really let you just present that. And that gives ideas to others so they know how to do it as well. And then it just gives you an opportunity to kind of reward some of those that are doing good things by giving them some recognition to do that in front of the whole company. We also have an Inside Solle that happens during the month as well, each month. And we just give you kind of the inside happenings of what's going on, and plus do some training on some product or some business things as well. So we kind of keep you guys in the loop there too. And then every Monday at 10 a.m. Utah time, we do what we call Monday Morning Talk and Success with myself. That evening at 5 o'clock, we do it in Spanish with Hope, my helper here, if you will, my right-hand woman. And she does it in Spanish, and we just focus on something. It's a quick hitter, 15, 20 minutes. Give some ideas on how to help build your business or improve yourself, and just make sure that we put ourselves in a position to continue to grow. And then we also know, it says here in my notes, that your team specifically does daily morning calls and Wednesday wellness webinars. So don't forget that. Make sure you guys are on those too. Yeah, the big thing that it's I know it's a little bit cliche to say when we talk about a business as being a family, but that's really kind of how we feel. We have soul brothers and soul sisters, and we just want to spend time with each other and just help each other. It's amazing when you can get like-minded individuals together and put them all in the same area to let them just try to help each other. And so for us, community is a huge thing. When you start a business like this, there's always opportunities to have people who want to be a part of it and who even want to invest in it and kind of help call the shots. From the very get-go, we've been very apprehensive about that. We've always been very mindful of the culture and what we're trying to build here. And the last thing we wanted to do is bring in some other people who could call the shots or to make changes that were maybe financially beneficial to some, but kind of deplorable for everybody else. And so we've been very conscious of that and keeping that sort of stuff out of here. And even with that, just recently, a couple of weeks ago, I had a phone call from a big distributor in another company who wanted to bring over his downline. His downline alone did about $60 million a year. So it was a fairly significant thing, but he wasn't impressed with the direction the company's going. And he wanted to bring his downline over to Solle and see if he could make something work here. But after talking with him and seeing what his idea of business and growth and the way to do things were, like it just wasn't going to be a good fit for either of us. And so we're always very conscientious about that. We want to make sure that what we have going on here is going to support you guys, and that we continue to grow together and just be able to put ourselves in a spot to truly become the best version of ourselves. And so, and you'll see that too. I mean, like attracts like. And so you'll start seeing that the people here are the ones that you actually want to spend time with, because they got good stuff going on and they're positive and they're happy. And the thing about it that I love is it's not like we're just like this magical group of people that don't exist anywhere else in the world, and we're just like finding these diamonds in the rough, which sometimes it feels that way. But the thing I love most about the Solle family is we're just normal people who have struggled and who have gone through certain things ourselves, but we just feel like we found answers to it. And so we're able to kind of speak from a different spot on how we can help each other move forward. And right now, if nothing else, we're seeing a lot of people trying to be proactive in their health and in their mindset and everything else they got going on. Even people who just love wearing a mask, like they're being proactive, they're trying not to catch a disease, right? And so if we can look at that same, put our same energy into actually building our immune systems and putting ourselves in a position to be healthy, and then also focusing that same energy on our mental side, like there's truly nothing that we can't accomplish. And that's what I love so much about this. And then hand in hand with that, all of a sudden we're going to start being financially rewarded for that. So now you can free yourself up a little bit to kind of manage your time how you see fit and not how somebody else does. And then you'll truly be able to continue to help people. And that's probably the biggest common denominator we see in the Solle family. It's just a group of people who just want to help others and help themselves. And as we do that together, like it's an amazing process to see people continue to grow. So do you have any questions on any or all of that?
So
yes.
That was the longest I think I've ever not talked.
I was really proud of you. I could tell you wanted to talk a few times there, but you held strong, sis.
Yeah. So I took some notes. You did a great job. Thank you. You followed, like you're just amazing. You follow directions so great. And thank you for that.
I've been married
and,
for a long time.
Right? I have to say, like, I learned something new. I learned what HD means. Like, I know what HD override is, but I learned actually what the H and the D meant. I just kept, I mean, HD means HD. Like, it doesn't, like, what are the actual words that go with that? So that was cool. So thank you, high dollar, which I knew it meant a lot, but I was like HD, whatever. So see, you learn something new all the time.
There you go.
And with the convention, when you were talking about convention, it is amazing. And what's so unique is that you don't have to be a Solle specialist. Like, that is literally open. You don't even have to be a Solle member. Like, that is literally open to anyone, right?
Yep.
Can go. So that's a huge deal with Solle, with having the convention and having it open to anyone. Which
How
is
many of
just
you
so
guys have
awesome.
gone to a convention?
And then all that you were talking about, like the happy hours. What's up?
I was just asking, how many have gone to a convention for a different company?
Right. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah. So
Yep.
the thing, and what you'll find is we're just a little different. Like, I've been to, I don't know, a ton of conventions, and a lot of them are just a ton of rah hype. And after about a day of it, you're like, okay, if I hear one more story about that garbage. But we're just different. Just come and see what it's about, because it's just something that you have to behold.
Yep. And there's not companies out there that are going to be like open it to just anybody. You know what I mean? Like, we just want to share it with anybody, come and whatever. And, all that you were talking about, the different webinars and whatnot. That's a major contribution of like continuing education, right? That is unheard of. Like, you don't find that anywhere. Like, that much continuing ed, like constantly, consistently, is so amazing. And I know we're so grateful for that, because, it allows us to learn more, right? Look at, I've been here for how long and I just learned what HD means. I mean, come on, like, so no matter how long you've been here, there's always something new to learn. And everybody on here is so in this whole family is just so amazing at freely sharing. And that's one of the things too, is like the cross team collaboration. On our calls, we'll have anywhere from 10, 15, 20, 30 people on a call. Nobody knows we're like, it's just one big team, that there's no separation. There's no, we're just all there to help each other. And, we set people up with accountability partners, and, they're all over the place, and it's like, it doesn't, that stuff just doesn't matter. You just help the people that are in your corner, and it's just the way you do it. And thank you for always hearing us and listening to us. Like, I know we're loud, I know we're consistent with our speaking and our reaching out, but you guys are just so great at really hearing what the need is on this end, and then you either give it to us, or you share, have us look in a different place, so it's really awesome. So those are the couple things that I just want to share that I took notes on.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Does anybody else have any questions or comments?
I'm going to stop the recording right now and we can keep going forward. But thank you guys all for listening. This is like our little coffee chat podcast that just kind of gives the basic rundown of like who we are and why we do what we do. And because we're wicked awesome, of course you want to come spend time with us. Hello. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.